Hello, good morning. Welcome to my morning routine. I think these videos are super interesting and it kind of excuse this darkness here, it kind of helped me develop my own sense of what I wanted to do in the mornings. So yeah, here you go. What a good boy. So this is me first thing after putting some clothes on is going out and turning on all the lights in my apartment, and if I'm up at a time where it's light outside, I open all my curtains too. I just love that light. I'm like a lizard. I need it. And then I have this fanny pack that I use when I take Calvin out on walks. And so this is usually the first thing we do in the morning so that he can go to the bathroom. And before I broke my leg, this would be time to run, but I cannot run yet. So we do a nice walk and he doesn't get as much exercise, and that's okay. Also, I apologize for my voice being a mess today. I've had a cold and I'm just getting over it. So Mr. Calvin, instead of eating his meals out of a bowl, he gets to eat his meals out of this treat dispenser ball, and it's a way for him to have a little fun with his breakfast. And he knocks it around and food falls out. I just think he looks so cute while he's playing with it. While he does that, I get my shower, which is left over from when I first got him, and I felt like I couldn't leave him alone. And so I would always make sure he was occupied with something while I was in the shower. And I guess I still do, even though he's not gonna rip my apartment apart while I'm in the shower anymore. So my hair routine has changed a lot recently, which is mainly because I discovered that I actually have wavy hair, which I for a long time I was like, ugh, how annoying to have straight hair except it waves sometimes. Turns out it's wavy. So I've been experimenting with ways to have it air dry nicely, but not get frizzy, but get those good waves. I also don't wear makeup anymore. I quit wearing makeup a few months ago, and it is great.
Hello. Hi, sweetie.
So I have the same thing for breakfast every morning. That's just kind of how I've operated my whole life. I'll go years where I have the same thing for breakfast every single day. And right now, that thing is oatmeal with soy milk and a chopped up banana in it. It is very tasty, but also very ugly because it always overflows and I have to put a plate under it in the microwave because my bowl isn't big enough. But I guess I kind of feel like all oatmeal isn't all that attractive. Ugh, can you believe my phone is sticking out of my pocket that much? That's so annoying. Also, I'm constantly watching YouTube while I eat. It's what I do. This was while I was deciding what Doc Martens to get. Check out Mr. Calvin back there on his ottoman. He loves that spot. Is it weird that I wash my dishes just with my fingers? I go in and pull all the food off under the tap and then stick them in the dishwasher. I don't like getting things dirty. Sponges are disgusting. I have a food brush, but I only use it if I can't get things off with my hands. Because with my hands, if I get oatmeal on them, I can rinse it right off. But with a sponge or a brush, it's just all in there. And the brush I put through the dishwasher sometimes, so it's acceptable. But it just, I don't know. I have weird things with dishes, and this is the way that I've found that I'm the most okay with food yuckiness. Also, tea. Tea is a very important part of my morning. I have been trying to cut back on my caffeine though, because I was just drinking tea like for fun, for the flavor. It was like a nice little part of my morning. But then I was drinking mostly black tea and I started developing a caffeine, what's the word? It's not addiction, because that's like the extreme version of it, but like a need for caffeine a little bit, where if I didn't have it, I would be much more tired that day. And so I've been trying to have other teas, but on this morning I was having black tea. So dependence, that's the word. There we go. I was getting a little bit of a caffeine dependence. Just on accident. Very annoying. So I make my bed every morning. Oh, here comes Calvin. He loves to follow me around. It's so cute. So much of what I do in my life is for the aesthetic, and making my bed is no exception. It really like brings the room together. And then I gotta open the curtains because I'm an actual reptile. So I've been trying to work my physical therapy routine for my leg into my morning routine, which sometimes it happens as part of it and sometimes it happens other times during the day, but it's nice to incorporate it when I can to make sure that I'm on top of it. Because in an ideal world, I would be doing it more than once a day, and I try to. Sometimes it just slips away from me. This is very much the part of the video where we get to things that are like morning routine on a really good morning where I have a bunch of extra time. It's very much an ideal morning routine, not a realistic everyday morning routine. But I'm trying, I'm doing my best. So I've been trying meditation in the mornings. I know that it's like got a lot of benefits and it does help me kind of relax before I start my day. This particular day, it was not as relaxing because Calvin was Mr. Itchy. Usually he just jumps up with me on the couch and lays down and takes a nap while I meditate, but he was Mr. Itchy and he was pressed up against me, and so like his like itchy, scratchy vibrations were very noticeable. So, you know, you do what you can.
You're so itchy. Baby boy, you're so itchy. Can you settle down, please?
And then the last thing that I try to do in my morning routine, and doesn't always happen, is doing training with Calvin. It's really like a fun way for me and him to bond. And he's just so cute. I love watching this video back because Calvin, I'm smitten. He's so cute. So we have some basics that we work on, like sits and downs, and I've been teaching him up and off, so he'll put his front paws up on my leg and then jump off. But then our new trick is go to bed. So I point to his bed and he goes and lays down in it. And he has it mostly, but some of his other stuff he can do without a treat, and he certainly cannot go to bed without a treat. Okay, and that is it. You notice my clock says 9:57. I filmed this on a weekend, but normally after I do all this, I get to work. I work from home, so this is me faking getting to work, even though it was filmed on a Saturday. Usually I start work at 9, so adding filming to this took me literally an extra hour, but that makes sense. My footage that I'm working off of, all of the stuff I filmed total, 58 minutes long. That's so long, I cannot believe. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.